Hey guys, Elaine here in Alaska, and we just got done with a successful moose hunting season. Super excited. My husband shot this beautiful good sized bull here, about 1,000-pound bull, and it's so exciting because it's been several years since we've been able to connect with a legal bull in a legal area. We've had to let a lot of sublegal bulls walk, as we've called them, in. So super fun to be able to finally have some success. And today I'm showing you my moose smoker. Okay, so this is my Alaskan smoker house. I've smoked pike, I smoke deer and salmon in here, and also we're going to do some moose jerky. So just got done with the batch and I thought I'd show you guys how it works. So my husband built this great smoker. It's just kind of looks almost like an outhouse. But when you open it up inside here, we have expanded metal shelves. And you can see, I get a good look at that. This is the expanded metal shelves, and this works wonderful for air circulation. So you can lay your strips of meat on these expanded metal shelves. It allows the smoke to just circulate up through and really penetrate and get that meat nice and dry and smoked. And our ignition source down here is an old Dutch oven. So this is a cast iron Dutch oven with a really heavy lid. And I like to use the large chunks in here, so you can use alder wood, which is my preferable smoking material. You could also buy from the store apple wood or mesquite or whatever you prefer, but the big chunks are great because they last a really long time and have a lot more stable heat. And so we get a fire going in this little Dutch oven here, and when it is going just right, we're going to put the lid on here and then just leave it just cracked open just a little bit so that smoke can kind of come up and through your meat on these different shelves. And you want to make sure that you're rotating your meat from bottom to top, because the stuff on the bottom usually gets done a lot sooner than the stuff on the top. So you want to make sure you don't have like super like potato chip crunchy meat on the top and raw meat on the top, or on the bottom, and then raw meat on the top. So you want to keep rotating your meat in there. So here is some finished product. Right here is what it looks like when it's all done, and it's really nice and dry, but it's also still pliable. Okay, so you don't want it to like crunch like a potato chip. You just want it to nicely bend, and you can see how very thin that is. And so how you actually start making moose jerky is you're going to take like almost like the size of a roast, and you want to cut really thin with a really sharp knife across the grain, so you're getting a really nice tender cut, and you can just see how nice that is. And so once you have all your meat cut really thin, you put it in a bowl, and you can put in whatever you like for ingredients. So if you like, I always put salt and sugar as the base, because that's going to help dehydrate your meat out, get rid of the excess moisture by having that dry brine base. And then you can put in garlic, onion, red pepper. I like Mrs. Dash. There's like a ton of different things that you can put in there for flavoring. A little bit of Worcestershire sauce, whatever it is that you like. And then you let that kind of just sit there for a few hours. And then you're going to spread your meat out on these shelves and then put a smoke on it. And we smoked this for about 2 days. And right now, because it's September, it's getting cold enough at night that if your smoke goes out overnight, it's still nice and cool. Your meat is going to be fine. If you're doing this in early season, like in mid August or late August, a lot of times it's too warm. You're going to want to wait to do your meat until it gets a little bit cooler. You can also put a fan on your meat to help keep it nice and dry and keep the bugs down. So in the smoker, of course, you have these holes inside the upper part of your smoker, so that the smoke, when it comes up, it's going to hit the ceiling and curl around and then be able to slowly come out of these holes. So you want to have some good smoke circulation. You want to make sure the smoke is really hitting your product and continuously going up and out. But yeah, so this is how we smoke our moose jerky here in Alaska. It's an awesome little smoker, and we're very thankful to have this beautiful animal that we can share with our family and friends for the winter. And yeah, if you haven't ever tried making moose jerky, you can do this with deer, you can do this with buffalo, you can do this with any kind of wild game. So I highly encourage you to give it a try.